I guess we talked about a lot of the constraints, but I'm curious, what is the, in your time serving as a city councilor so far, what's the thing that you're most proud of? If you had to pick one thing, I know there are many things to be proud of, but if you had to choose just one, what would you pick?
I think I'm most proud that many of my constituents tell me that they can feel that I'm listening and actually caring about what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't always fix everything, but I care a whole lot, and I'm really, really trying, and that seems to come through. That I've developed a really great relationship with my colleagues, especially with Vanessa Harper and Krista Patrick, and I get along great with other colleagues as well, but going into the centennial of the race massacre and having the North Tulsa counselors and myself all, in tight collaboration to be able to do better, to show the world something better than what we've shown so far this year. Mm-hmm. That means a whole lot to me. We're not doing everything that we want to do, but I have some high hopes that we'll be able to make a difference, including revisiting the street mural. Yeah, Councilor Hall Harper and I specifically we're not going public with it yet, but we are deeply working on a policy solution. So hopefully we'll be there next month.
Because this was, one of the reasons for the removal was that there are some existing kind of policy parameters about painting on streets and things like that kind of complicated this question of like whether this could remain or not, right?
Right. There are national guidelines. They're not laws, but they're guidelines. Okay. Many cities all over the country have changed their policies within the city to not reflect those national guidelines, finding that street paintings actually are a good traffic calming measure, and they can boost community pride. But we don't have something like that in place, and City Legal has been extremely resistant to it for years. We've wanted to do a rainbow crosswalk on Pride Street. We've wanted to, do art in the Arts District, lots of other things. We don't have that yet, but I think we can get there.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So thank you again for taking so much time to talk to us. I just want to end on one very timely question, which is, you are a civil servant. You've been involved in Oklahoma politics for a while now. This episode, this interview is going to air as part of the election night live stream. Why? Everyone will have voted by that time. Why is voting so important? Like, why is it that people should want to vote?
Yeah. Voting is a tool that allows us to make things better. It's not everything, but it's concretely a tool that we can use. And you can't say that about just anything out there. It's something that we know can make a difference. Even if it's just choosing a candidate who's a little bit more like what you want, that can really make a difference when we as elected officials come down to an important vote. Someone who's a little bit more willing to listen to what you as a constituent wants, that's what you need. Mm-hmm. And so I hope everyone's getting out there and voting. I'm glad that they'll see this and maybe however things turn out on election night, feel some hope that at Tulsa City Council, we're working really hard to make things better and to hear you all.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that's very, very nicely put. Councilor Kara Joy McKee, thank you again so much for joining us, and thank you again for your service. And take care.
You too.